You slept 8 hours, and you still wake up feeling like you barely slept. That's not just frustrating, it's a clue. In most cases, the problem isn't the number of hours. It's the quality and timing of those hours. Your sleep has stages, and your brain and body need enough deep sleep and REM sleep in the right pattern to feel restored. If that pattern gets disrupted by stress, light, alcohol, breathing issues, or even a mismatched schedule, you can log a full night and still wake up tired. The good news is you can usually narrow it down with a few simple checks. In this video, we'll build a practical map: what's most likely stealing your recovery, how to spot it, and what to change first. No extreme routines, just small, targeted fixes that actually move the needle. Let's start with the most misunderstood piece: sleep cycles and wake timing. Moving to slide 2. Sleep isn't one flat block. It moves in cycles, usually about 90 minutes each, shifting between light sleep, deep sleep, and REM. Deep sleep is where physical recovery and immune support tend to happen. REM is where learning, mood regulation, and memory processing are more active. If your night is fragmented, you can lose deep sleep early in the night or REM later in the night, even if total hours look fine. Another big factor is when you wake up inside a cycle. If your alarm hits during deep sleep, you can feel groggy and slow for a while. That's called sleep inertia. It can last from minutes to over an hour, depending on the person and the disruption. A practical takeaway is to aim for consistent wake time and enough cycles, not just 8 hours. For many people, 7.5 or 9 hours can feel better than 8 because it fits cycles more cleanly. Moving to slide 3. One of the biggest reasons you wake up tired is simply inconsistent timing. Your body runs on a circadian rhythm, an internal clock, that sets when you feel sleepy, alert, hungry, and even how your hormones fluctuate. If you sleep and wake at different times across the week, your clock can drift. People often call this social jet lag. You might sleep 8 hours, but at the wrong biological time for you, so the sleep is lighter and less efficient. A classic example is sleeping in on weekends. It feels like catch-up, but it can push your bedtime later and make Monday morning brutal. The fix is surprisingly simple. Pick a stable wake time you can hold most days. Then let bedtime move earlier naturally as your sleep pressure builds. If you need to shift your schedule, do it in small steps, 15 to 30 minutes every few days, so your body can adapt without fighting you. Moving to slide 4. Another hidden thief is micro-awakenings you don't remember. You can wake up for a few seconds, dozens of times, and still think you slept straight through. These brief arousals can come from noise, a room that's too warm, a partner moving, pets, or even your own thoughts. The result is sleep that looks long but feels thin. Start with the environment because it's the easiest win. Keep the room dark and quiet. If noise is unpredictable, steady background sound can help mask spikes. Temperature matters more than people think. Many sleep researchers point to a slightly cool room as helpful for deeper sleep. Also, check your mattress and pillow basics. Neck discomfort can cause repeated repositioning. If you wake up with a dry mouth, headaches, or you're told you snore, that points to breathing issues, which we'll cover separately because they're a big deal. Moving to slide 5. Let's talk about caffeine because it's sneaky. Caffeine doesn't just keep you awake. It can also reduce sleep depth, especially if you're sensitive or you take it later in the day. Its half-life varies, but for many people, a meaningful amount is still active in the evening. That can push you into lighter sleep and more awakenings, even if you fall asleep fast. Alcohol is similar, but in a different way. It can make you drowsy at first, so you think it helps, but later it tends to fragment sleep and reduce REM. You might wake up at 3 a.m. and feel wired or thirsty. A practical experiment is to set a caffeine cutoff that's earlier than you think you need, often mid to late morning for sensitive people, early afternoon for others. And if you drink alcohol, test what happens when you stop a few hours earlier, or reduce the amount. Moving to slide 6. If your mind is busy at night, you can get 8 hours of time in bed, but not 8 hours of real recovery. Stress raises arousal. Your nervous system stays on alert. That can delay sleep onset, but more often it shows up as lighter sleep and early morning waking. The goal isn't to force relaxation. It's to lower stimulation and give your brain a predictable off-ramp. A simple routine helps. Dim lights for the last hour, Keep screens low and not emotionally activating, and do a short brain dump. Write down tomorrow's tasks and the one or two things you're worried about. Then add the next tiny step for each. That signals to your brain that it doesn't need to keep rehearsing. If you wake at night, avoid turning it into a performance. Keep lights low, don't check the time, and focus on calm, boring cues like slow breathing or a familiar audio track. Moving to slide 7. Light is one of the strongest signals to your body clock. Bright light at night tells your brain it's still daytime. Dim light in the morning tells your brain to stay in night mode. That mismatch can make sleep feel unrefreshing, even when duration is fine. The fix is a 2-part light strategy. At night, reduce bright overhead lighting in the last hour and keep your environment warm and dim. In the morning, get bright light early. Outdoor daylight is ideal. Even a short walk can be enough to tell your brain start the day. This helps set your circadian rhythm so melatonin rises at a more predictable time later. If you can't get outside, sit near a bright window soon after waking. Also, keep your bedroom as dark as possible. Small light sources can matter more than you'd expect. You're not chasing perfection. You're building consistent signals that your body can trust. Moving to slide 8. A major medical reason for waking tired is sleep-disordered breathing, especially obstructive sleep apnea. You can be in bed for 8 hours and still get poor oxygenation and repeated arousals that you don't remember. Common clues include loud snoring, gasping or choking sensations, morning headaches, dry mouth, and strong daytime sleepiness. It's also more likely if you have high blood pressure, carry extra weight, or have a family history, but it can happen in many body types. The key point is this: if you suspect it, don't try to hack your way around it. It's worth discussing with a clinician because testing is straightforward, and addressing breathing can dramatically change how you feel. Another related issue is nasal congestion. If you can't breathe comfortably through your nose at night, sleep quality often drops. Practical steps include optimizing bedroom humidity, managing allergens, and getting evaluated if congestion is persistent. Moving to slide 9. Sometimes the problem isn't sleep at all. It's what happens after you wake. If you reach for your phone, stay in dim light, and sit still, your body can stay in a low-alert state for hours. A better approach is a simple wake-up sequence. First, hydrate. Overnight, you lose water through breathing and sweat. Second, get light exposure as early as you can. Third, add a few minutes of gentle movement, a short walk, mobility work, or even a few slow squats. This isn't a workout. It's a signal to your nervous system that the day has started. Then, eat in a way that supports stable energy. For many people, a breakfast with protein and fiber reduces the mid-morning crash compared to a sugar-heavy option. If you still need caffeine, try delaying it a bit after waking. Some people feel less jittery and get a smoother energy curve. Moving to slide 10. Now let's turn this into a simple plan you can actually follow. Don't change 10 things at once. Pick the top 2 likely causes and test them for 7 days. Step 1 is consistency. Lock in a wake time and protect it. Step 2 is environment. Cool, dark, quiet, comfortable. Step 3 is inputs. Set a caffeine cutoff and reduce alcohol close to bedtime. Step 4 is wind down. A short routine that lowers stimulation and gets worries out of your head and onto paper. Step 5 is morning light and movement to anchor your rhythm. Track just 3 data points: what time you went to bed, what time you woke up, and a 1 to 10 energy rating at midday. Midday is important because morning grogginess can be sleep inertia. If your midday energy improves, you're on the right track. If nothing changes, that's useful too. It may point you toward a medical conversation about breathing, iron levels, thyroid issues, or mood. Moving to slide 11. Let's wrap it up with the most important mindset shift. Feeling tired after 8 hours doesn't mean you're broken. And it doesn't automatically mean you need more time in bed. It usually means your sleep is being disrupted, mistimed, or made lighter by something specific. Start with the highest leverage basics: consistent wake time, strong morning light, a darker, cooler bedroom, and fewer sleep-fragmenting inputs like late caffeine or alcohol. If stress is the driver, build a wind down that helps your brain stop problem-solving at midnight. And if you have signs of breathing problems, snoring, gasping, morning headaches, heavy daytime sleepiness, take that seriously and talk to a clinician. One change can make a bigger difference than you expect. but you have to test it long enough to see the pattern. If you want, leave a comment with your main issue. Do you struggle more with falling asleep or staying asleep? A or B? And if this helped, subscribe for more practical, evidence-informed health habits. This information is not a substitute for medical advice.